Yo, I truly don't think I can explain how grateful I am for 100,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute wild ride. I've been doing videos from my bedroom. I've even given up my bed. I've given up my software development career, all to do this because I truly enjoy it. Thank you so much, guys. Let's take this channel to 1 million. Enjoy the video.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ay.
Shout out to today's sponsor, BitBuy. This video wouldn't be possible without them. BitBuy is a Canadian-based cryptocurrency exchange, which is a registered money service business by FinTrack. They prioritize security and transparency as they are the most transparent exchange in Canada. They provide multiple security features such as device auth, 2FA authentication via Google Authenticator, and Authy, meaning you're as safe as can be while using their exchange. With 9 available cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, XRP, and Ethereum, they have an easy-to-understand fee structure, a great transparent transaction summary, and a platform with instant verification and near-instant Interac e-transfers. They even have a great customer service with an easy-to-navigate support page and a dedicated contact page where you can create requests and get your issues resolved. I've actually personally used their customer support because I've had an account with them since 2017 and I forgot my password associated with my phone number. I had joined them at the time because it was the most reliable Canadian platform I found. You can always buy and sell crypto on the go with their mobile app, allow yourself to trade like a pro with their intuitive dashboard, and even use their API's documentation if you wish to integrate them into your projects. They even provide a referral code you can share with your friends. You can give $20 and earn $20 back when you first deposit a minimum of $250 when a user registers with your link. Always trade safe, and if you are new to crypto, welcome to a platform that will make things easy and safe for you. Thank you again to the team at BitBuy for making this makeover possible. And if you are interested in crypto, go check out the link in the description and get yourself signed up. Welcome to our very first episode of Desk Setup Makeovers, where the idea obviously came from the man himself, Justin Sid. I've been wanting to remodel an office space for a while now, and what better way of doing it than by rebuilding my soon-to-be editor workspace. But to be honest, it was also a ton of fun, so make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so we can hire him full-time. Our very first challenge was obviously coming up with the proper paint, and to be honest, I think we did. We wanted to play with the right shade of blue to match the accents of our theme, and even though we are not the best painters, I think it turned out to be a well-painted wall to kick off this setup. So for this, we decided to go with my old white Alex drawers. The theme here is going to be a white bottom with this beautiful walnut veneer countertop from IKEA. This here is their largest size with a length of 249 centimeters and a depth of 65 centimeters. To be honest, it looks so freaking gorgeous. The second challenge was cleaning these floors. Turns out that the previous owner made a mess when painting these walls. However, after scrubbing for hours to try to get rid of these little white dots, I think we eventually got rid of most of them, so most of the floor looked presentable. Now you guys know I'm a big fan of cable management, which meant turning this table upside down and installing a proper cable management tray beneath this pine harp countertop. We went with a subtle design that was easy to install on this wood, so shout out to Scandinavian Hub for making this one easy for us. Although it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows when we discovered that our huge strip wouldn't stick anymore. This meant we needed to cut little pieces of double-sided tape to stick on the back of this LED strip so it would stick properly to the table, which luckily was a success and ended up saving us quite a bit of money. But honestly, all of this was going to allow us to stick to our white theme and make this whole space pop. Another reusable piece of tech we had at home was this single monitor desk mount by Vivo, allowing us to bring this Samsung ultra-wide monitor in and mounting this thanks to its VESA mount interface. And I mean, look at this, things were starting to look absolutely awesome. Moving on, I'm a huge sucker for the Hue play bars. We decided to install them exactly the same way I have them installed on my setup at home, so we ended up routing these and pushing the monitor all the way to the back. I do have to say, I am a sucker for quality speakers. These speakers right here are from Edifier, which were chosen specifically to match our theme and because of the functionality they deliver. But at this point, we thought there was too much white, so the desk needed a bit of a dark side to it. And so we went with the dark wool felt desk pad from GrooveMate along their walnut laptop stand and their leather mouse pad to match the peripheral theme. This led to the fact that we wanted to have the MX Master 2 as our mouse of choice and the Ant Pro 2 in black, which has been my favorite keyboard up to now. Of course, we did not want this setup to feel dull, and since we had so much room on both sides, we paired this up with a Hue desk lamp and some nice books to complement the whole setup, which to my surprise ended up being a good choice. Although it wasn't the only choice of lighting. Because we were rocking a curved monitor, I decided to go with the BenQ light bar. It does have this great counterweight to it, which fits perfectly on top of the curved portion of the screen. Nevertheless, this whole space is going to be powered by a 16-inch MacBook Pro, where beside, we decided to add a voiceover mic and a candle stand. On the opposite side, Alexa to help us control our Hue system. I do have to admit, it would have been awesome to control our speaker set with it as well. However, my excitement was not on the desk itself, but more on the things that were about to surround it. This here are our soon-to-be new collection going on our Canvas site. Let's admit it guys, Messi is the better football player here. In my opinion, these canvases needed a little bit of green to contrast, so we decided to get some plants at IKEA as decor. We were a bit scared at first to drill these walls since we are on a lease, but essentially, we wanted to have a couple of IKEA shelves on the setup where we ended up putting some plants, the Eiffel Tower since I'm going to watch a PSG game in a week, and a couple of other things to give this whole workspace its complete makeover.
Take me back to Mexico, that Cancun sun would turn the sun. We're high on me, wanted to vibe with me. Take me back to Mexico, that Cancun sun would turn the sun. You were high on me, wanted to vibe with me.
So this is it, the complete full desk setup. All the items will be found in the description down below. Essentially, this here's my editor's dreamland, which was built for the sole purpose of helping the channel make crazy cinematic videos and pursue our second Instagram page that will be focused on our studio work with some of our favorite tech products. The main focus here I guess can be said to be the ultra-wide Samsung monitor, which we grabbed on Kijiji for a total of $450, but this here is a 34-inch monitor with an Ultra WQHD VA panel, which is why we settled for this since it outputs higher contrast ratios, meaning it has the ability to display dark tones and blacks very effectively. The port selection is quite nice, since it easily allows Jan to arrive to the office, dock the MacBook in this walnut GrooveMate stand, and connect it with one single cable. All of this is truly only possible because of our CallDigit TS3 Plus, who delivers a great and wide variety of ports, allowing Jan to easily connect our SSD for footage and SD cards to transfer files for when we are done shooting. Regardless, other than having decent brightness and a max refresh rate of 100Hz on this monitor, we just ultimately thought a 21:9 aspect ratio for this workspace was best. And obviously, since we wanted a bit more light to shine our peripherals and his overall workspace, we needed the right type of light bar to fit a curved panel, which is why we went with the BenQ screen bar since its spring-loaded counterweight does fit quite nice on it. This model does have an asymmetric light pattern that minimizes glare on the screen and allows you to control brightness levels, color temperatures, and activate its auto dimming function. All of it to reduce eye strain since he will mainly be here at night, which makes it super nice because even though we are rocking a Bluetooth RGB backlit keyboard, it does provide that extra reassurance of light when typing. Ant Pro 2 has been by far my favorite 60% keyboard, which has double shot PBT keycaps. I did recommend this unit to him because he enjoys that minimal aspect and I wanted him to try blue switches. And since it does provide a fairly stable battery life with a reliable connection, he decided it was best to try the Ant Pro as his first mechanical keyboard. Although there's one thing I cannot seem to take away from him, and that's the MX Master 2. However, I did recommend the MX Master 3 instead and he seemed to really like it. And I mean, I don't blame him because this is the ultimate productivity mouse as of right now, which totally helps him scrubbing through the timeline, adjusting tools on Photoshop and Lightroom, and overall increase his Chrome experience. so he enjoys this 4000 dpi sensor and the ability to customize the inputs on the Logitech Options software. Although like myself, he wasn't a fan of sliding this 141-gram mouse solely on this wool felt desk pad. I mean, don't get me wrong, this feels super nice and we love how it protects a lot of the portion he will use to work, but we brought my leather mouse pad from Groovemade not only because it provides a better sliding surface for the MX Master, but also because it has a pen tray. Jan, unlike me, he actually enjoys writing scripts on these little notebooks he has, so having a pen close to his peripherals is a must for him. I also made him try these new ergonomic wrist rests I got the other day and he seems to really enjoy them. Next to the peripherals, we got this Edifier remote control which connects to our bookshelf speakers of choice, the Edifier S880DB. I would say these sit at the premium budget end of the market at around $250. However, when I unboxed these at first, I did find it overwhelming with the amount of cables it has, cause these do not connect to each other wirelessly. Rather, it has this thick 10 feet cable to get both speakers working, but with this compact design and reasonably heavy speakers, we both love the sound it outputs, and I think that having these 94 base drivers was the right choice. I personally love the fact these deliver Bluetooth connectivity, but I would have loved to see the standard 5.0 instead of 4.1. Regardless, with 4 EQ modes and the ability to adjust the bass and treble on the unit itself, I think these are worth having on this desk setup. Beside these, Jan wanted to keep his Amazon Echo Show 5 on this countertop, so we decided to connect our Hue products to it in order to do things such as turn the lights on,
turn on lights, okay,
control individual sets such as our play bars behind the monitor,
play one, okay,
and even activate certain colors we need
turn
for certain
lights
types of
orange.
shoots.
Okay.
But yeah, essentially we decided to use our Hue products on this Dorothy lamp from StrucTube shining light at these books and wall, and our photo table lamp from IKEA to create a nice low light ambience, which overall complements our choice of lighting quite well and allows us to create certain moods in the office space for our Anki videos. Just ignore our little candle holder, it's to get into our voiceover mood. Sadly, we're not quite sure whether or not the content in this office will have its own voiceovers, but in case we do so, the audio for our shorts, reels and TikToks will be produced with what I consider the best USB microphone ever, the Blue Yeti. These types of microphones deliver great sound for the price and are extremely easy to set up. We went with the black model to keep the ongoing theme. We also love the fact we can use the headphone jack to hear our voice when recording, and it's super nice we get to pick the audio patterns when it comes to voice recordings. However, cardioid mode is the best when it comes to what we do. All of this, guys, does sit in this beautiful pine arm countertop from IKEA, which is elevated at around 70 centimeters thanks to my recycled Alex drawers. We wanted to add some contrast within this desk since we've got a bit of a white, wooden and dark theme going on here. I do want to eventually attach some white autonomous legs in here, but since we blew the budget on this, it will have to wait. Below of it all are cable management work with tons of zip ties to allow ourselves to have some neat cable work. I do find it extremely important to rock power bricks that have USB ports in them because it will allow you to connect things such as the BenQ light bar. But overall, having neat cable management is all about being patient, knowing how to route and combine wires, as well as using a few tools to prevent wires from hanging. Also, for a desk setup to be complete, there is nothing like adding proper canvases and a nice set of shelves. These here are a new Canva collection that are still in the works, but since these unreleased canvases match the setup theme quite well, we decided to rock a kit of 3 on it. These are 24 by 18 inches in terms of size and allow us to hide the little imperfections of our painting job. And it's also the reason why we added a couple of shelves with a little IKEA plant on it, which meant we needed more green, so we went ahead and added a little bonsai tree to the desk and a bigger floor plant on the right, all from IKEA. We did order an ergo chair too from Autonomous, which we haven't received yet, so I had to bring my own Autonomous chair from home. Even though I still think to this day this chair needs a bit more padding, I'm just in love with the back mesh, which makes it super comfortable when it comes to editing for long periods of time. Jan has never tried it, so I included this one in the budget in order for him to break this one in. If you haven't seen my Autonomous Ergo Chair 2 review, make sure to check it out. Probably the best chair under $500 in my opinion. I just want to point out that this leased space is still in the works. The other side of the office looks like a complete dungeon, but we will eventually build sets in here to make more content. I would appreciate if you would smash the like button and subscribe to the channel so we can hire Jan in order to push 2 videos a week. I hope you've enjoyed my first episode of Desk Setup Makeovers. I'm off to France because I've been dying to watch Messi play. Although you'll still get a video next week, don't worry. People of the internet, love you all, take care.